Hey everyone, this is my first video since I've had a social media hiatus for a month, and I have a brand new phone, so I'm hoping that that encourages me to take more pictures and do more videos like this. You guys know I don't normally post a lot of pictures of myself, and it takes a book launch to get me in front of the camera, but I'm really hoping to turn that around over the next couple of months. I'm actually feeling like quite refreshed from having a big break from social media. I was feeling quite burnt out, and I feel like the content that I was putting out there wasn't necessarily the most exciting stuff. So I'm hoping that the combination of having a new cool phone and having this break and feeling refreshed is going to make the content more interesting. So yeah, what else was I going to talk to you about? Yeah, basically this video, if I end up posting it, is just a kind of impromptu, informal little catch up after the month, and I thought I'd tell you guys what I've been up to. So the main thing that's happened, or one of the main things that's happened, is book one for my new series that launches next year. I got that back from the editor, and she said some really nice things about it. I think I'll be posting like a little image quote from her sometime this week or next week, just so you guys get a little feel for what she thought of it. As you can imagine, getting positive feedback from a professional editor was a massive, massive relief. That book, I think, has gone through 6 drafts before it went through to her, and yeah, I'll also do a little video at some point of just me showing you what a copy edited book looks like, because it looks like a bloodbath. It's just red everywhere. But yeah, so I got that back from the editor, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It's already typeset. I've just got to book in a proofreader and hopefully early next year get some print proofs, which will be really exciting. It's a book I'm really proud of. I've worked really hard to improve upon things that in hindsight I wasn't so happy with the Venatrix Chronicles. I'd like to think that I've developed as a writer over the course of however many years, 4 years, since I was writing Heart of Mist. So yeah, I'm really keen but also nervous to see what everybody thinks, because it's had a lot of blood, sweat and tears put into it, and it's crazy that it's basically ready to be proofread. The other thing that's happened is, so during the month that I've been off social media, I've sort of treated that as like a mini NaNoWriMo, which, for those of you who don't know, National Novel Writing Month. It's where you write 50,000 words in 30 days. And yeah, so I've written 54,000 words at the moment. I tend to underwrite my first drafts, so I'm expecting, this is for book 2 in the series, by the way, I'm expecting this draft to be about 70-odd thousand words, and then in the rewriting and editing process I'll be layering in all the good stuff, because at the moment it's quite skeletal. But yeah, I'm really excited about that too. I've had some really awesome writing days. I've actually just kind of come off the back of a 6-day break. There was a lot of business stuff that needed attending to. I had a weekend, and I think I've hit a little bit of a point in the narrative where I hadn't outlined as well as maybe I should have. So I'm struggling to get back into it at this point, but hopefully over the next few days I'll make some progress. I don't think I'll be hitting 60k this week, but hopefully next week 60k and beyond would be good. Some other exciting stuff that we can be looking forward to is next month, hopefully, if all goes to plan, I'll be doing a bit of a rebrand. So the logo that you see, like, I don't even know where you'd see it, potentially on my website. I might have used it in the past on social media, but I've got a Helen Scheurer logo, and that was just a quick job from Fiverr about 4 years ago. So one of the things on my like business to-do list was getting that redone because it's a bit tired and I don't really like putting it on things. I don't think it's particularly strong. But yeah, so I spoke to my friend Eva, who's a graphic designer in Sydney, and she's created a beautiful new logo for me. I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm about to put in an order to put it on a mug so I can look at it every day because I'm just that in love with it. And with that sort of new logo, new look, I want to revamp my website because I find that a bit tired as well. It's very clunky, slow to load. It annoys me. So yeah, that's been a while since it's been updated. So I'm going to do my best as a non-web developer to give that a bit of a refresh as well. Yeah, and then come December, which is something I'm really excited about, I will be announcing the title of next year's book. So this is the first book in a planned quartet, so that's 4 books, and it's a young adult dark fantasy series. If you liked the Venatrix Chronicles, I really hope you like this one too. It's different, it feels darker and grittier and more ambitious, as is the main character, which I'm quite excited about. Yeah, I can't really say more than that at the moment, but if you're interested in hearing about that first, before anybody else, the best bet is to sign up to my mailing list, and you can do that in the link in my bio. That should do that, or you can just email me at hello@helenscheurer.com and I'll pop you on the mailing list myself. So yeah, if you want to know the title before anybody else, be sure to be on my mailing list because they're going to be the first guys to know. And then just so, I don't want to keep this going too long. Who knows if I'll actually post it or not. I don't know. But I thought it'd be cool to just kind of tell you what I've been watching, listening to, reading, that kind of thing. So listening to, I've been doing a lot of podcasts lately. They're good for if I'm trying to get myself motivated to exercise, which has been something I've struggled with this year. Yeah, listening to podcast-wise, if you're an author, I highly recommend Six Figure Author podcast. That's the numeral 6. They're a fantastic bunch. It's run by 3 six-figure authors who really know what they're doing, and they have a great episode every week, and it's something that I've listened to the backlist of all the episodes, and now I literally wait for the next episode to come out every week. So yeah, if you're a writer, definitely check them out. And watching, a bit embarrassing, I have watched a lot of trash lately. I think if you've read my previous newsletter, you'll know that there's been a lot of stuff going on in terms of business decisions and kind of like outside stress to my normal like author life. And yeah, I think my reaction to that is to binge watch trash. So I've watched Emily in Paris, which is written by the same guy who did Sex and the City, which I loved as a teenager. And yeah, I just watched, I think I watched the whole series in about 2 days. So that was fun. Very cringy, but fun. So that's something I've been watching. Also just re-watching stuff like Gossip Girl and Suits and Modern Family is another one. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting messages pop up there. Yeah, so that, just trash. I like to be able to switch my mind off because it's hard to switch it off at the moment. So if I watch trash, it makes things easier. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Reading. So I've been reading a lot of non-fiction lately in terms of bettering my author self. So things on digital publishing, digital marketing, Decoding Amazon by David Goffrin, or Gochran. I don't know how to say his name, it's Irish. But yeah, so a lot of non-fiction, and I think that's also why I need to be watching the trash as well. But I did read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which was beautiful. I loved that. It's quite heavy sometimes, but I highly recommend that. If you love V.E. Schwab's writing, then this is the book for you. It's fantastic. I've read a lot of indie author stuff as well, because I realised I needed to make more of an effort to read fellow indie authors. So, yeah, I read Sarah K.L. Wilson's Sting Magic. I read Frost K.'s, it was The Rook. That was the second one. I can't remember the first one's name. But anyway, Frost K., Sarah L. Wilson, K.L. Wilson. Yeah, been reading their stuff as well. Sylvia Mercedes, I had a great chat with her as well the other day. Her Venatrix Chronicles is completely out now, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so that's next on my indie author list. And that's about it for now. I've gotten through my very rushed notes, so yeah, my idea in terms of social media, now that I've had a bit of a break and stuff, is I would like to do an Instagram Instagram live, or a video like this, maybe every 2 weeks. It's hard for me to get motivated to get in front of the camera. It's not something I enjoy. And also I feel like I have to put makeup on and all that stuff, which takes time away from my actual job. So yeah, I'm hoping that with a new phone and a bit of a refreshed mind when it comes to social media, that I'll be more motivated to do stuff like this, because it is good and it's more interactive. I love hearing from you guys. I love chatting to you guys. And yeah, I'll be posting more on social media and I'll be around a lot more. If you do want to get in touch with any questions about writing, publishing, my upcoming books, anything like that, feel free to email me. Just hello@helenscheurer.com. And in the meantime, happy reading, I guess. Thanks for watching. Bye.